Say we're making meals.
Making meals.
Okay, here we go. Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the squad. So when I'm filming this video, I am actually almost 39 weeks pregnant, and I have a freezer full of recipes that I want to share with you. I want to walk you through how we made them, when we made them, how we're storing them, and I'm going to share all of these recipes with you. All of them are healthy, they are dairy free, so if that's something that you're interested in, then keep watching. So I feel like as we age, as we get older, of course we get wiser, and I definitely would not call myself wise. But one thing that I have realized is how many foods you can freeze. It always baffled me growing up. Why did my parents freeze the loaf of bread? Now I understand it's because we couldn't go through the loaf of bread before it started to go bad. So now in my adult life, I tend to freeze things a lot. And the older I'm getting, the more I'm learning what things you can freeze and how you can freeze them well. I'm going to link a video down below. I'm not associated with Fun Cheap or Free at all, but I love watching her videos. And she has a video about all the things that you didn't know that you could freeze. She's also got some videos about freezer meals too, so just look her up. But I really like this video where she talks about things that you didn't know you could freeze, like a whole avocado. I also wanted to reference my friend Asharae. She has a food blog called This Wild Season, and on her Instagram, she has a wonderful little highlight bubble called meal planning, and she takes you through her meal plan and she shows you the links for the recipes. Whenever she was pregnant, a lot of what she would do is making one extra meal. So if she was already in the thick of making a lasagna, she would make two and then freeze one. So as far as these freezer meals, you can do them a lot of different ways. You can have a camp out session and make a whole lot in one day. You'll see that we did that. You can make things extra, like I was talking about Asharae doing. I did that. Also, if you have something that's getting ready to go bad, you can chop those ingredients up. Peppers are a great thing to freeze. If you notice you have a bunch of bananas that are getting ready to go bad, but you don't necessarily need banana bread this week, go ahead and make a loaf and then freeze it. Go ahead and make some banana muffins and freeze them. And then that way you'll have them on hand when you need them. So here is just a general overview of our freezer. We don't have a standalone freezer, so this is what we have to work with. But I'm just going to kind of show you, we have these 2 frozen bags of broccoli here, but if I pull those to the side, then I have several soups and stews here that I will walk you through. And those will be great to defrost and just warm up. They're already cooked. Up here on top, we have some various baked goods, so I'll go through those with you as well. And then to the left of that, we have some chicken dishes that I will talk to you about. And in front of that, we have some freezer chimichangas. Here we have some bags of marinara sauce that can be used for pasta or for making pizzas. And then down here on the bottom shelf, I do have 2 casseroles. You can also find this on my Instagram stories. I think I shared my process of making this there. So here's the assembly. So we have roasted sweet potatoes. These are just olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then this is hot sausage and peppers, onions, and garlic. I think I burned my garlic just a little bit, but it'll be okay. And then this is chopped spinach. And then you pour over top this mixture of eggs, almond milk, and salt and pepper. My tips are to do 2 square ones instead of a rectangular one because it makes a lot and I kind of get tired of it after a couple of days. This is my first time freezing it, so I'll let you know how it goes whenever we do decide to eat it. But you actually don't cook the eggs beforehand with the freezing method. You just put it straight in the freezer and then you thaw it and bake it. So we'll see how it goes. And it is It's almost my favorite time of year, the fall time, and soups and stews are a great thing to have on hand during this time of year. These butterscotch cookies are the only recipe that I am unable to share, as it is a family friend's recipe, but I think just about any cookie recipe that you would make would freeze just fine. These blueberry lactation muffins have lots of great wholesome ingredients, but I think that they would work great for anybody, even if you're not breastfeeding. So this is the current situation. Here are two batches of banana chocolate chip muffins. The difference, this one is all-purpose flour and this one is almond flour, which I've never used because it's kind of scary and intimidating and also very expensive. But we are attempting, so I'm going to put them in different colored cupcake liners and then do a taste test, and we'll see what happens. As the label says, this is a giant turkey meatball. I've personally never eaten this or made this before, but my sister swears by it. And then back here we have 2 bags of marinated chicken. One of them is a cilantro lime, and the other one, I can't remember what it is. I'll have to link it. You actually put the raw chicken in with all of the marinade ingredients and then let it thaw and marinate and then cook it. So I'm excited to see how these turn out. And then at the back here we have a bag that's not so pretty of taco meat that is ready to be eaten. These chimichangas are actually oven baked, and I have made and frozen these before and they work great. They're awesome for heating up for lunches, and it's nice that they're single serve. Then here are those bags of marinara sauce. It makes a really large quantity, and so to freeze them in small bags like this works really well. recipes have been tried and frozen by either myself or my sister. So I'll have to let you know after we've consumed everything if there was anything that we maybe wouldn't venture out to try again. I'll definitely do an update and let you guys know. Alright, and that pretty much sums up this video. By the time you see this video, I may actually have a baby to be using these freezer meals to make my life easier. But no matter what season of life you're in, I think these freezer meals can really be beneficial. If you try one of them, please let me know down in the comments, or if you have something else that you think would be helpful, then please add that as well. You can also click right here to subscribe if you are not yet to get more content, and I will be talking to you guys soon.